cut off those that don't act right.
Middle school, I'm finna block you. Know me from high school, I'm finna block you. If you was my mama, I'm finna block you. If you was my daddy, I'm finna block you. If you was my cousin, I'm finna block you. If we dated in 2018, I'm finna block you. If we dated in 2019, I'm finna block you. 2020 and beyond, I'm finna block you. If you're friends with my ex, then I'm finna block you. If we were co-workers, I'm finna block you. If you and I had a way falling out and we never recovered, I'm finna block you. Especially you.
Welcome to the Royal Penzel Podcast. Song brought to you by Swagger Innovations. Swagger Tiffany Harley Penzel Broadcaster is a professional music artist that went independent in 2018 to inspire people to learn, grow, and connect. Swagger Innovations is a creative brand for services. I'm looking for BBJudy's Facebook page. She has an important message. I think this is.
I was stuck in New York. Stayed at this hotel. Went to the regular room. You know, they were sold out everything but the suites. And suites are more expensive. They're bigger, they're more luxurious, whatever. All hotels were sold out. Right, so they left. So okay, fuck it, I get one. Now, I'm aggravated because I don't pay no $10 for the hotel. Stay for the night. I wasn't even going to stay in New York. So, find a hotel. Thank you for that. Go ahead to the room. And there's this long walk down the hallway to get to the suite. And it made me think of a message. Your thing is taking longer than you wanted to. Longer than everybody else's. You got in the suite. You've got the bigger blessing. You've got the amenities. You got the luxury. You've got all of the things. So it does take longer to get to your room. See, those rooms situated up at the end, because they have a perfect view. They have a large space. They have more things. It takes you more once you get off the elevator to get to better room. So the message to you is, it's taking a little bit longer, but the blessing is there. You watching other people bless left and right. That's because they got regular rooms. And not trying to shit on like blessing others, but the blessing that they got in their life is for their life. The blessing God has for your life. It's sweet. It takes you a little longer to get down the way. But it's also because you have that room. So thanks for even found a room. It takes longer because it is there. Okay, thank you. Bye.
To add on to that, it takes longer to get to the penthouse. When you're in the elevator and the penthouse is at the top, you have to pass up all those floors to get to the penthouse. So yours is taking longer because you have better amenities. You're going to the penthouse. So, yeah, add that to that.
Okay, that's the real BBJudy, Big Booty Judy, with a message for you guys and for y'all that's listening. She's basically just saying that, like the old saying goes, it's better if you wait. Things are greater for those that wait. And your delivery package is going to be way greater than just average, is what she's saying. You're not supposed to wait a long time. Sometimes the wait is too much for you, or you could try to deal with it, but it's something greater with it. And that's basically what she's saying. Okay, up next we have Matt Walsh. He's not going to be joining us today. I'm actually going to play some of his podcasts and give you insights on what he's doing. He's actually speaking on music, the idealistic of music, and how children nowadays are different from where they are from back in the day into now, and how it all incorporates and combines with the same idea of what he's talking about, I guess. So I'm just going to play the tape and let you guys listen to it.
But the artists themselves, even if they were sometimes egomaniacs, hungry for respect and admiration, as artists can tend to be, as humans can tend to be, were not generally producing art whose sole and most explicit message was simply that the artist himself is great and rich and cool, and everybody wants to be like him. That is a modern phenomenon. Art didn't become that until very, very recently. And so you look at the most popular songs in recent years, the last 5, 10, 15 years by Drake or Megan Thee Stallion or Cardi B or whoever else. The only message in the music is that the person who made the music thinks that they're awesome and rich and attractive, and they want you to know that. They don't want anything. They have everything. You are the one that longs to be like them and have what they have, as far as they see it. One of Ariana Grande's most popular songs sums up this shift with the chorus, "I see it, I like it, I want it, I got it." That's it. Now, for decades, musicians sang about things that they saw and liked and wanted, but didn't have, or did have, but were afraid they might lose, or have lost, and now they're sad about it, or whatever. Now they have everything, and they don't want anything, and that's what the song's about. Even though most of these people are actually desperately sad and dysfunctional and hate themselves, but they won't talk about that in their music a lot of time because they lack the courage or introspection or artistic talent to dig that deeply. Now, not to get too lost in the weeds, I did say that, this discussion mostly belongs in its own monologue, but here we are doing it here. But you even see the cat and Tweety Bird, Pinky and the Brain, the silly rabbit who doesn't understand that tricks are for kids, etc. I mean, that wasn't a show, that was a commercial, but still. That's kind of like what cartoons were, Now, every kid show, instead, is about characters who have no conflict or frustration in their lives, and everything is fine, and they get whatever they want all the time, and everything works out, and they're never hurt, and, nothing bad ever happens. This is a point that Matthew Crawford, the author, makes in one of his books very convincingly. And he points out that in the early days of Disney, Mickey Mouse was like a slapstick character, constantly getting bruised and beaten and defeated by the world around him. Right? That's also Looney Tunes, like in the early days of Looney Tunes. That's what all it was. Like, these characters are getting beat up constantly, and it's hilarious, right? As a kid, you laugh. Well, today kids can tune in to the show Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, and they can watch Mickey, traipse around a magical building that can do anything and give Mickey and other characters whatever they want all the time, and nobody ever really has any problems, and certainly no one's ever hurt or frustrated or left wanting something they can't have. So children today have grown up watching entertainment where the world gives you whatever you want, and you're never left wanting or longing, and they tend to bring those expectations out into the real world. Jesse's Girl. I mean, you could name 1,000 examples across many decades. Not all of them are towering works of genius. Jesse's Girl isn't exactly Beethoven, but you still see the theme of longing and yearning there. But then a distinct shift began sometime in the late 90s into the 2000s until by like the 2010s and 2020s, virtually every popular song was no longer about longing or yearning for what you didn't have or didn't want to lose, but rather about bragging about what you already had. Entire genres of music, at least in the mainstream, produced almost nothing but boasts and bravado. So instead of, I want this thing I can't have, which used to be like every song, it became, I already have everything, and everybody else wants what I have. This is a dramatic, 180-degree artistic shift that happened, very noticeable, that seems to have gone largely unnoticed, or at least it's not talked about. Now, for me, as the invention of human art in any form, it would have been extremely unusual for an artist to produce a work of art designed with no other purpose than to boast about himself. Now, sure, like pharaohs and emperors may have commissioned works of art to show off their status and their power, but the artists themselves, even if they were sometimes egomaniacs hungry for respect and admiration, as artists can tend to be, as humans can tend to be, We're not generally producing art whose sole and most explicit message was simply that the artist himself is great and rich and cool, and everybody wants to be like him. That is a modern phenomenon. Art didn't become that until very, very recently. And so you look at the most popular songs in recent years, the last 5, 10, 15 years by Drake or Megan Thee Stallion or Cardi B or whoever else. The only message in the music is that the person who made the music thinks that they're awesome and rich and attractive, and they want you to know that. They don't long for anything. They have everything. You are the one that longs to be like them and have what they have, as far as they see it. One of Ariana Grande's most popular songs sums up this shift with the chorus, I see it, I like it, I want it, I got it. That's it. Now, for decades, musicians sang about things that they saw and liked and wanted, but didn't have, or did have, but were afraid they might lose, or have lost, and now they're sad about it, or whatever. Now they have everything, and they don't want anything, and that's what the song's about. Even though most of these people are actually desperately sad and dysfunctional and hate themselves. But they won't talk about that in their music a lot of time because they lack the courage or introspection or artistic talent to dig that deeply. Now, not to get too lost in the weeds, I did say that, this discussion mostly belongs in its own monologue, but here we are doing it here. But you even see something like this shift reflected in children's entertainment. This is going to seem like kind of an obscure connection, but I actually don't think it is. Once upon a time, every kid's cartoon used to be centered on characters who were frustrated.
Exercise and health. The Royal Penzel Podcast.
You can do body twist and wall taps 100 times every day, you'll lose belly fat. And if you can cross legs behind 100 times every day, your love handles will be gone. And if you can do cross-body knee lifts 100 times every day, your muffin tops will vanish. And you combine wall presses with cross-body knee lifts for 100 times every day, your abs will start to show. If you can do body twist and wall taps 100 times every day, you'll lose
cross-body knee lifts and bend 100 times every day will lose massive body weight. My 5-minute healthy vegan meal, Cajun beef noodles plus loaded meatless burrito. I'm at a bistro bar in Market outside, so as you can see, I do have my jacket on. First, you add the chili. That's what I'm doing, adding the chili. And then we have a packet, the sauce packet. And then we have the vegetable packet. And you're gonna, also the first one is chili sauce. So the first sauce is chili sauce. So I'm going to add all three and combine them as a form of its normal way of cooking it. I already put it in the microwave. So I'm just adding in the sauces. right, I'm done stirring, and it tastes pretty delicious. Have to add a little water to my meal. Give it some moisture. Gonna see if I can give it another go. Delicious. You should try some. Okay, now I'm entering my juice into the meal for flavoring. Give it an extra kick. It actually gives it like a New Orleans flavor. I know I use Calypso Peach and it gives it the orange chicken flavoring, so you should try that as well. My choice of juice was the organic peach tea, and this is what the meal looks like before I add the final touches. The second pouch was, I think it has like black beans or red beans, then it has rice, and it has tomatoes and other seasonings and vegetables, and it comes in a pack for like $3 or $4, and you can just add it to your meal. So I also made a burrito out of it. Hey. The ingredients, and this is how I did it. For more information on the bistro bar located here, they have nice deli and daiquiris and hot meals. They have healthy shakes and slushies and nice fun stuff for the kids, and businesses also is welcome to promote your business. Okay, that's all. See you soon.